Welcome back to Mist Survival Guide. Okay, today we're doing food. I have run out of the cans. I can't really be bothered to go shopping. So, how do we do it? Simple. I say simple, I hope it's simple. The first thing we are going to need to do is catch a chicken. There are two types of... I can hear a chicken. There are two types of meat in the game. Here we go. Here's chicken. Right, how do we do it? Spam F if you catch it. Quite often they just vanish, which is annoying, but there's two types of meat in the game, chicken and bear. Chicken is a lot easier. Actually, why am I trying to catch him? I actually need to kill him. Yeah, chicken. I have a feeling that's going to be a gone one. Very, very picky with the accuracy on this. That got him. Okay. We have a chicken. Let's go back. That over there is the friendly neighborhood raider camp, and I'm going to be steering clear of that for a little while. We'll come on to that. So, what do we do with our chicken? I can hear another chicken. One's okay for now. We cook it. But chickens are great because chickens provide a few different things. So I want to steer clear of those raiders. Okay. Put the gun away. Inventory. Down to harvest. So it's on crafting now. Down to harvest. We drag our fresh chicken across there. We've got a combat knife. You need a combat knife to do this. If you haven't got one, you can build one in the workshop. And this will provide 4 units of small animal meat, 3 of animal fat, and 7 feathers. Now the feathers are vital for later on in this game, because when we get a bow, we need feathers to make the arrows with, and you don't find many of them around. You find the occasional one, but the more of those we can get, the better. So this, what we're doing now, it solves a lot of problems. It solves our hunger, it solves our ammunition, but also the fat. Now that becomes important a little later on when we talk about electrics. So at the moment we'll store the fat somewhere and we'll come on to that. We'll do the meat for now because this is about food. So harvest. And we now have 4 raw chicken legs. So build. What do we need to build? Either of these two fires is absolutely fine. Basic isn't a problem. I prefer going for the campfire. There probably, realistically, is a difference. It says here, fire survives longer. I don't really care about that. I mean, I just go for this one because it looks a bit nicer. So, what are we after? 8 stones and 6 branches. What have we got? We have got 5 stones. We can get a couple. Branches. We need to find 1 branch and 3 stones. Yeah. So hopefully a little trip through the forest we should find something. 1. A feather, nice. Ooh, that. Just need 1 branch. If we can find a branch, that would be handy. Another stone. There's a branch, okay. So, we can now build our campfire. Up to you where you put it. I tend to have it somewhere just around here, just because it's easy to see from the house and it keeps everything together. There's our campfire. The other thing we need for chicken cooking is a grill stand. This is easier. 4 metal scraps, 1 component. Got plenty of that. In fact, I will just unload my little fat store here. 1, 2, 3. We're not going to be using feathers just yet. They can go into storage. They can go there. We've got another spare rock. So, metal components, metal scrap, and some components. Now with this, there are two things that can go on a campfire. The grill stand, which you'll notice snaps onto it, or the cooking pot, which again snaps onto it. Thing is, you don't actually have to have two campfires, because what you can do, if I just show you with the grill, because we need that anyway. Once it's built... Oh, we haven't got a hammer. Sorry, 1 second. I'll take a hammer. Once it's built, it becomes movable anyway. So although it snaps on, it's a little bit deceiving because, like I say, we can just go move, shift it over there, whatever, you know, and then put the cooking pot on top. So at the moment, we're just interested in cooking that chicken. So clicking on the grill stand, it actually brings up the entire menu with the campfire as well. We need a starter, tinder, and fuel. Starter is the matches. We can actually make, in fact, I'll talk about it afterwards, we can actually make unlimited matches. Don't worry about finding every single one that you, or getting every single one that you see. Tinder is bark, and I know for a fact we haven't got any bark left, so I'll just hack a little bit off of here. 2, 3 will do. A leaf, okay. A bit more, just to be on the safe side. Good. So the bark on a tinder. Need some firewood. Actually, I think I might have some in stock. Yeah, I got a bit, that's fine. So I'll take that. That can go on there. Now, you'll notice, success rate 60%. I've never actually worked out, feel free to message me or, you know, comment what the accelerant is. I've got a feeling it could be fuel, it could be cooking oil, it could be one of a few different things, but it's optional. This gives us a success rate of 60%. Now, it might light straight away first time, it might take a couple of attempts, but no, it didn't go first time. There we go. Right, so that's how we do that. Grill stand's got 4 slots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, there are 4 levels of meat, and I'm going to use this one on the right just to demonstrate what the 4 levels are. At the moment they're all on raw. The next level up is medium. So you'll see that they've, apart from that one, they're on medium now. Next up from that is where I take it off. Now that's well done. It's not that I particularly like well done, it's just well done has got a far, far lower risk of food poisoning than medium has. The one after that is... See, it gives you plenty of opportunity to take it off. It doesn't have to be done as soon as you see it. Burnt. Now, it's still edible. There's no real problem with that, but it's just not as appetizing as it is well done. So that's how, like I say, kill 1 chicken. We got 3 meat there. We can have a very, very easy supply of food. Now, the other thing to do with food is, sorry, my inventory, right. If we put these into a cupboard, or in our inventory, doesn't really matter. These have a life of 5 game days. The percentage will gradually drop. I've got food poisoning after it's got below 40%. There may be different probabilities and all that sort of stuff, so I'm just trying to see if I've got some pills around. No, it's painkillers. There's another type of pill which cures food poisoning, but it's not something. It's something you can easily avoid just by keeping an eye on that. The other way of keeping food fresh, and this will be a different episode, is by building a refrigerator. There's 2, small fridge and fridge. The problem with that, and this ties into the other bit of the chicken, the problem with that is we will need to build a generator. It takes quite a lot. Not a huge amount. Once we got a blacksmith, we can get the gears anyway, that's fine. The problem is keeping this generator running, because at the very start of the game, we got given for free 1.5 litres of low-grade fuel. Let me just see what components I've actually got, if I can demonstrate this really quick. No, I haven't got any lashing. If we used this fat in the cooking pot above that fire, it will give us more low-grade fuel. Now I've calculated, and I could be wrong on this, it takes around about 1 bear and 2 chickens per day to keep the generator running. Now that will produce, if you include the bear, probably about 15 or 20 bits of meat per day. Now the large fridge has got enough slots for 20 cooked bits of meat. I just don't see it viable to keep the refrigerator running. I think the generator's great for lights, and we will do a tutorial on electrics, but I just don't see the point in having this generator running 24 hours a day just to keep some food fresh when, let's face it, where are we? In about 2 days' time, I could just kill another chicken and stock the cupboard up again. So, anyway, that's kind of it. I mean, it's like I said, there are two different types of food in the game. That's how you do chicken. The bear's a different one. We might do bear next. I'll see. But yeah, so that's it. Bear obviously don't provide feathers. I was saying that feathers are very, very useful for arrows. What bears provide is fur, is skin for leather, and what that does is here, leather. So dried animal hide. It's a bit of a faff, but we'll get on to that. That produces leather. With the leather, you can produce this leather quiver. That's useful for archery as well, so that's something to do with that. But in terms of food, yeah, I mean, there's always plenty of chickens around. Weapons-wise, we're going to be getting a shotgun very soon. The pistol isn't very viable for killing zombies or bears. You will empty an entire clip into a bear and it will still come charging at you. Really, really best to use a shotgun for that. The only reason I really carry a pistol is for chickens. So if you get bullets, you see a chicken, just shoot it. It's that simple. I mean, there's another chicken over there. Look, I mean, I don't really need another one right now, but yeah. Anyway, just for the sake of it. But yeah, so I mean, anyway, that's food. I mean, that's just given us another 4 bits of. In fact, if we have a look, because they sometimes vary. Harvest. Put him there. 4 units, 2 animal fat that time, and 7 feathers. So yeah, it's like I say. I mean, it's a very, very easy way to get food. And the last thing I will just talk about really quickly, just to do with this one, is I was saying about matches, because you do find matches around. It's not exactly a sort of scarce thing, but if you can't find any, you can make them. How do you make them? You make them from 1 branch and 1 charcoal for 10 of them. Charcoal is the other good thing about these fires, because if we have a look, we've already got 7 charcoal down here just from that last fire. So matches, I could make another couple of 100 now. They're not a difficult thing to find. But anyway, so that's drink sorted. We've got a little water purifier going. We'll just see how he's doing now. Yeah, 6 litres in there. That's how you do food. So those are the 2 basics, and next time we'll get on to something more fun.